Hello guys, so welcome to my channel again. This is a home of fashion where I do teach how to cut and sew varieties of style. So in today's tutorial, I'll be making this kaftan kimono gown with agbada effect, this trending one. So guys, after I was done closing the side, I'm adding the rope for the tightening effect around the waist. So this is the final look of it. As you can see how beautiful it came out. Please guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video you can get notified. Alright guys, I have this 4 years of adre material here. This is African print, as you can see. So it's 4 yard, though I'm not going to make use of everything. Then I have this doll face, this plain doll face material. This one is half, so it's not up to a yard, that I'm going to be using for the front design. So guys, I'm going to be folding this material into 4. So the total length of the gown is 60, but what I measured here is 62, so I added 2 inches for my seam allowance. So guys, I'm going to be starting from the neckline. So I folded this into 4. So this side is the opening side, while this side is not the opening one. This is where which is where I'm going to be starting my neckline measurement from. So the width of the neckline is 3, while the depth is 1. That is 3 by 1. Okay, so from here now I'm going to be measuring my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 13 inches because the owner of this dress is very slim. So from that 13 inches now I'm going to be measuring 6 inches. This is for the agbada effect. It's basically depend on how wide you want it to be. You can make it 8 inches. So from that 6 inches now I'm going to be measuring the length of the sleeve. So the length of the sleeve is 9. So I have 10 here, which is very okay for me. I'm going to use 1 yard to fold it. From there now I mark 10 inches for my sleeve opening. Then after this now I'm going to be using the largest part of my body, which is hip. The hip is 40 divided by 4, which is 10, so I mark it. Then I'm going to add extra 6 inches to for ease allowance. You know, it's kimono, so it mustn't tight on your body. So from here now I'm going to be using my long ruler to connect straight to the end of the dress, just like this. So around the end here you can decide to make it wide or you can decide to make it slim. Basically depend on what you want. So I just make a curve there to form a normal armhole. So I'm just going to start cutting now. Just stay tuned to watch to the end. It's very simple to make and it's going to come out very beautiful. So after this now I'm just going to open up. So after we open it up, this is what it looked like. So the neck must not too wide. So I'm just going to hold it to get the front piece. Hold it like this to get the front piece. So I've gotten it. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to place my chalk like this to blend the front line neck, the front neckline, as you can see. Then we are going to be opening it up down to the end of the dress. So it's just a little piece we are going to be taking out. I'm taking about just 1 inch away. So as you can see, that's 1 inch. When you open now, we're going to be having 2 inches wide. So this is what we have. As you can see, the opening is not that much. So like as I said, that my shoulder measurement is 13, so I'm going to be using that 13 inches now to fold our agbada effect. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be placing my measurement tape like this to get the length of my sleeve, which is 10 inches that I measured earlier. So I'm going to make a mark there, then from there I'm going to measure 6 inches, so like this. So I'm just going to hold from the first point now to the second point, just like this, as you can see. So this is very, very simple to make. Just follow what I'm doing now, you're going to get it right. So I'm just going to use my pin to secure it. So I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side now. Okay, this is the side I measured while I was cutting. So I've made a point there already, so I'm just going to hold it as well. Like as I said, depending on the type of fabric that you're using. So this is African print, it doesn't have much much length. So if you're using other material, you can make your agbada effect to be 8 inches. Okay, so it will come out bold and more beautiful. So this is it. So you can decide to just stitch it a little or extend the stitching. So on mine, I'm going to be extending the stitching a little. So it's 3 inches. You have to confirm the measurement. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be measuring from one end. So from the beginning like this, from one end to the other end. This is for us to know the length of the band we are going to be cutting. So I have 60. So you're going to continue the measurement, cross the neckline, the back neckline, you continue like that. So we have 60 again, that is 120. So we have 24 now, so everything is 144. So you're going to be cutting 144 in length. So this is going to be 2.5 inch on fold. So I'm going to be cutting it. So I'm going to be joining this together, and this is into 3. So I'm going to be joining it together, then I'll top stitch around the mouth side, I'll iron, then I'll come and show you how I'm going to be fixing it on it. So we are here now. I have it already, I have it done already. So this is it. You're going to start just like the way you start measuring it. You're going to start from one end and be sewing it. Make sure it's not fold. Make sure the band and the cloth is well aligned while you're stitching it. So you're going to continue like that till you get to the other end. I'm sure you're getting this. So if you know it's going to be hard for you, you can secure it with your office pin. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead now and stitch it around like that, then I'll come and show you what it look like and the next thing to do. All right guys, this is it. This is what it look like. So you can just overlock the inside and use your pressing button, yes, to cover it up if you want it to be opening. But for here, but this now my client does not want it like that, so I measure 7 inches from there. I place it on top of each other, so I'm going to be closing it. Then I'm going to be leaving about 24 inches for the opening around the front here. Do you understand? So I'm going to be closing mine. She doesn't want she doesn't want pressing button on it, so after I close it, I'm going to be using my hand needle to add the cover button to beautify it. So I'll take it to my machine now. As you can see, I'm still securing my agbada effect, so I'll take it to my machine now. I'll gently stitch it down to where I want it to stop around the downside of the dress. So I'll go ahead now, go and do that, and I'll come and show you the next thing to do. All right guys, as you can see, this is the outcome of it. This is what I got. This is it. So I've gently secured my agbada effect. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll go ahead now, I'll close the side, then I'll add the button, and I'll come and show you the next thing to do. So as you can see how beautiful this is coming out already. So this is it. As you can see the button, how beautiful it came out on it. So the last thing we are going to be doing is adding the rope on the waist, so that when you tie it around your back, it will give it a tight effect around under the bust. So I'm going to be measuring now from the shoulder. I'll measure from the shoulder. Her roundabout length is 14, so I'm going to mark it. So I'm going to be using her nipple to nipple measurement is 8. So I'm going to be using it to create the tight effect. So I start from the midpoint of the band to get 4 inch. So you can see what I did. So I'm going to go ahead to my machine now. I'm going to be placing the rope like this, just like this. Then I'll just stitch. So by the time she tie it around her waist inside, to give it a tight effect around under the bust. All right guys, this is the final look of this dress. This is the final outcome of it. As you can see, I've added the rope, so it will give it a tight effect around the waist, around under the bust, something like that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, share, like and comment, please. I love you all. You can click up here to watch more of my tutorial. You're going to enjoy it. Bye for now. Thank you.